Well, we're here in downtown Fredericksburg. This place is packed today. Parking's always kind of tricky around here. I usually go back and park in the back streets and then trying to park up here in the main street. It's just, you know, on weekends it's just a really packed venue. Now, let me see if I can find a place to park. Well, we made it to the museum. As some of y'all might not know, this is the statue of Admiral Nintz, who happens to be from this area. So right over here is the entrance of the museum. You can see it has a tall structure up on top. It was built there to, I think, to look like a ship, and it's very easy recognizable on the side of the road. It's right here in downtown Fredericksburg. So we're here at the Admiral Nintz Gallery. This is basically about Admiral Nintz. He was from here, and this is the first section when you first walk into the museum.
America's war with the Japanese Empire in the Pacific during World War II. As commander of the Pacific Ocean areas, he led the largest naval force ever assembled and won the greatest naval war in history. The building you are standing in was built as a hotel in the 1850s by Chester's German-born grandfather, Charles Henry Nintz, and was reputed to be the only place a traveler could obtain a clean.
Look, see, there's a way that this used to be the hotel owned by the Nintz guys.
Chester himself was born across Main Street from the building in 1885. His father, who had suffered poor health.
This is actual Charles Nintz crib. They must have saved everything back in the 1800s. What it says, $345? I'll buy it. More artifacts. That's a paperweight over there. Oh yeah, there's a coral fish. This is the Japanese peace garden. After they started the war, now they want peace. Oh well. We're walking down the sidewalk here going to the Pacific Combat Zone. And this is in the back part, separate. And we're coming over here because it closes at 3 o'clock. So we want to get this over with before we head on to the main part of the museum. Pacific Combat Zone. And here's the entrance. So this is a profound statement that was made by a corporal in the United States Marine Corps, and it's still of value today. Very profound words from such a low-ranking person. So here we go. The actual boat exhibit. Yeah, so here's one thing that y'all might not know about PT boats is they're made out of wood. Can you see the wood? These are actually just wooden boats. This is one of the engines that was on the PT boat, and it was made by Packard. Oh, okay. Well, now we're inside the exhibit, and this is one of the aircraft inside the exhibit. Very nice. So let's go see what else there is. So back when I first came here, they actually had a show. They had explosions, and they had actors, and they were shooting at each other and then explaining the war as they went along. It was something to really see, but it looks to me like they haven't done that in quite a while. But it was a good show. Okay. Do you guys know what this is? Yes, it's a thing from Batman. Yes, this is how in World War II they would call Batman into service. Okay, so we're done here and we're gonna head over to the main museum. This is a nice little part of the museum that's away from the museum. And it's small, but it has the PT exhibit and the aircraft exhibit. So let's go on back to the main museum. Here we are at the National Museum at the Pacific War. This is the largest part of the museum, and we're doing it last. And it's the entrance. Here at the entrance, they got all kind of pieces of ships, of pieces that came off ships, the masts, the guns, and whatnot. So let's go inside. Military Harley Davidson motorcycle, model 42.
In Europe, war in the Pacific would have to be waged initially with what power the U.S. already had in place.
That miniature Japanese submarine that was captured. It's pretty long for being miniature. It's not too small. There's a propeller of the submarine. Very in detail. Wow, that's cool, huh? It's an old bomber inside of a building, huh?
After Pearl Harbor, American President Franklin D. Roosevelt wanted to strike back hard at the Japanese. The plan was to bomb Japanese cities, especially Tokyo. But the U.S. had no airfields close to Japan. Traditional Navy.
Lieutenant Tom Dyer was the head cartographer.
Admiral Nintz needs to decipher Japanese coded transmissions that may alert him to the Imperial.
Puna, on the island of New Guinea, north of Australia. In the winter of 19...
The main museum is very large. A lot of stuff in here, as you can probably see. That's why I saved it for the last. It's open the latest. It closes at 5. Man, this museum just keeps going and on and on and on. Check out this. This is a Japanese seaplane. That is so cool. I think this is on the way out, guys. Well, as you see what I was talking about, this museum is very large and one of the best museums of any type, really. Not even have to do with the war, just a museum in general. It was a very, a lot of work went into this. A lot of volunteers to make this thing work. Well, that's it for the museum. Whatever you think about the war or what you think about the politics that went on, this museum is else. It's very well done, and I would highly recommend anybody coming this way to visit it.